Another good one. Yeah, I'm just... Oh! Man, where were these for the tournament, man? This is not a bass. Damn catfish nicking up my line, getting it all slimy. Damn, I thought that was gonna be a good bass too. Come here, kitty. Damn catfish. Thought I had a good bass on for a second there. Anyway, I've got at least one nick in my line right there.
Probably across the way. Go check out what we were planning on checking out, I guess. I think that's that cove right to our right. Little 15. Spinner bait.
I should have done a quick capture. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. I thought I triggered a fish right there. I guess I just deflected off something.
What are we gonna do? Keep fishing this bank and just check it out, or you guys want to run across, or what?
I'd be down to explore, I guess, and run across.
Damn it. That's so dumb.
Yeah, I think that the
Salty also has the same drag spec as yours, and a lot of, and the same gear internal.
yeah, and mine's probably bigger than yours, right? Just because of the, yeah. I like it. It's the perfect size, in my opinion, to go along with this giant rod. So, oh yeah, you have a goat swim, don't you? That's the Tackle Shack one that you got.
It's just a right-hand one.
Yep, sweet. All right, I'm gonna quickly explore around this side of the island. I see more primrose, hyacinth stuff. See if I can get a fish out of this grass out here. Ah.
Find that little chunk of primrose and ooh, nice fucking cast, man.
Thank you. I like these little tiny bait casters for this stuff.
You're gonna hear me be all over me when I finally get one today, dude.
I can't put it down, man. I know your guys' spinner baits are outperforming it at the moment, but I don't particularly like this short rod for working chatterbaits though, because it makes it hard to jerk it and make it erratic. It's nice to have that extra rod length to pick up the line a little bit easier. Yeah, I've started having a lot more success on it. At Sam Rayburn, I was skunked. Well, I had one fish on the board all the way up until the last hour of the tournament, and then I started fucking nailing them on the chatterbait. And it was because I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna practice. And at Sam Rayburn, man, they did not want it straight retrieved. They wanted it over that grass, and every once in a while just going boop, 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 boop. It's a cool name though. When I didn't know what drum were and I caught a Gasper Goo for the first time, I was like, Gasper Goo? Fuck yeah! I'd never heard of one of those things before. I was like, fuck yeah, awesome. Now I hate catching them. This wire stuff here, it's kind of lame. The types of people that shouldn't move next to a lake. I could take my trolling motor inside of it, ride around and start fishing it. I would if I thought there was any fish in it.
Premature release, 19 and a half.
Ah. Pretty good one. Oh, all right. A pretty good one. That's at least 4. 19 and a quarter. Man, I'm way off. 3.65 on that. Yeah. Oh, another good one. Fuck yeah. Man, where were these for the tournament, man? .7 again, but it was longer. It was 20 and a half. Could have used these 2 fish during the tournament last week. Yeah, I'm just... Oh! That's a catfish. Yeah, it's definitely a catfish. It basically topwater ate me. It's bigger than my first catfish. I'd have dinner tonight. I'd have 4 catfish fillets. All right, kitty.
I don't have enough line left on this to not cast out my back.
Well, that was a fun eat. I thought what happened was I picked up a big ball of muck, which I did, and as my bait rose and waked at the surface, a bass ate it like a topwater. But it was really a catfish eating it like a topwater, and it destroyed my fucking trailer. I need more spunk shads. I have full faith and confidence in these things now.
Looks like back in the canal, the chatterbait's playing more.
Another pretty solid one. Man, these muddy rivers are just on fire today. And the big ones are biting too. You gotta love that. This one's not quite as big as the last 2, but it's a good 3. 18 and a half. Throw her on the scale for you guys too. And I'm so off. 2.5. It's a good thing I'm weighing these, or I would think I'm on a way bigger bag than I really am. It's because all week I've been catching dinks. Finally on some good ones. So far I've been nailing all of them on this black jackhammer. It's just black with blue flake in the skirt, and then a black and blue spunk shad for the trailer. This color is called Hematoma. My last LBJ tournament out here, I caught a pretty big fish up under a dock, and it was one of those rectangular shaped ones where there was like 28 different posts underneath it. It was like a big rectangle with just like bah, 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 and I couldn't even sort of get it out of there with my spinning rod, and it broke my heart. 3 out of my 4 bites today I didn't feel, by the way. I watched my line jump and start swimming. So this is definitely not a good chatterbait rod. Other than the sensitivity of it not being right for whatever reason, it casts them great. I like the short rod around docks. Ryan was watching me do some skips. I was skipping this thing good with this rod. I'm gonna have to fix my Jordan Lee bait caster. I was having fun throwing this thing today. Thanks for letting me use it. That's a good spot to call it, I think. All right, y'all. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate it. Consider hitting that subscription button down below if you want to see more in the future. It really helps out the channel. So like the title says, we hit up LBJ right after the flooding that recently happened here in Texas, and ended up exploring a new area. We only had a few hours to fish, so considering that, I'd say we got on them pretty decent. And the water conditions were way different than what I would normally expect thanks to the flooding. Yeah, you could probably see in the video how muddy the water was. Maybe 4 or 5 inches of visibility at the most. All the bait was up shallow, and so the fish followed them up, I guess. It seemed like most of the fish we were catching were relating to deep water right before the flood, because they had almost no coloration to them at all. Looked like they hadn't got much sun in a while. We pretty much just threw typical muddy water baits, black and blue chatterbait, spinner baits, bright blades on those spinner baits, the sort of stuff you would expect. I finally got my dad a camera, so you guys were finally able to see his perspective. He threw a spinner bait with an orange Colorado blade on it the whole time, and then my buddy Ryan also threw a spinner bait all day. I locked the chatterbait in my hands. For a while there, it was looking like they were gonna outfish me pretty bad, but once we got up into that canal, they started hitting the chatterbait pretty frequently. For any of you guys that are curious, this is the rod I was throwing, a Jordan Lee Abu Garcia rod. I don't think they actually sell it anymore. Basically, it's just a short bait caster, 6'10", heavy, fast, easy to throw around for 8 hours straight if you need to. Overall, it ended up being a pretty good chatterbait rod. I have a new one. Here, let me show you guys. This is my new chatterbait rod. It's a Level NGX. This guy is a 7.2 medium heavy and moderate fast. I like this better because it has a much better hookup ratio. The problem with using like your typical jig rod, I've noticed, is that you tend to hook a lot of fish with a chatterbait on the very outside of their mouths. With this moderate action, you have a lot more time to let the fish take it before you set the hook, and it lets them get a much better hookup ratio. And then you turn it into a moderate fast, and man, it just skips perfectly. Definitely recommend a 7.2 medium heavy moderate fast rod if you're trying to get a chatterbait rod. But that short Jordan Lee was pretty good for skipping around docks. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one.